Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, Latina Plants. My name is Jackie, and today we're going to do a shop with me at Home Depot. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that bell to get notified every time I upload a video. And walking right in the entryway, they have all of these cacti and succulents available. This beautiful euphorbia for $7.98. I thought it was really cute. Nicely sun-stressed as well. And lots of other cacti available. Some of these ogre ears, I believe they're called, succulents for $11.98. And some other cacti here. Some larger arrangements and larger cacti. These here are going for $6.98. And then over by this lockers, they had some of the Proven Winners H2O bowls, the large ones, and they just had some calatheas in them, and they also had the terrariums on the bottom. Now heading inside, this is the setup that they have. As you can tell, it's a small area, but here on this rack they have some of the Leaf Joy Littles from Proven Winners, and they still had some of the Carnosa Freckles for $5.98, these small pots. They also had this Sea Stone Hoya, which is the variegated species Affinity Bertoniae. Looking beautiful. They also had this Senecio. It's a type of succulent. And they had this red vein Phytonia, which they're calling primetime Phytonia. Then they had these H2O bowls that are going for, I believe, $19.98, if I'm not mistaken. And they had some tortums down here, philodendron tortums, and I believe these were all on sale for $9.98. All of the pots that were $19.98 were on sale for $9.98, and the larger basket plants that were priced for $29.98 or something like that. No, 19. Yeah, they were $29.98 are going for $19.88. So, good deals if you're looking for some deals at Home Depot. They still have lots and lots of different terrariums and H2O bowls. None of those are on sale though. Here, the smart plants, they had some succulents and cacti and euphorbias available. These huge pots are going for $24.98. They also had these for $12.98. Good price for those jade plants. And here they had lots of hanging baskets, beautiful pothos. They also had the string of turtles. This one doesn't look too healthy, but you can definitely take that home and cut it up and start a whole new plant with it. They are very easy to propagate, in my opinion, if you're interested in picking that plant up. And they are going for $12.98. They also had this beautiful syngonium here from Casa Farms in these hanging baskets. They also had this beautiful Cebu Blue pothos. I'm actually kind of missing the one that I had when I did my huge purge. I sold the mother plant of that, and I also have sold all of the babies that I've made from her, so I'm kind of missing her in my collection. She's definitely beautiful, easy to care for, and unique. And so, yeah, I'm thinking I might need to add her back into my collection. And I was interested in picking up one of these since these were on sale of the tricolor, but yeah, they were all severely overwatered. They were all sitting in their catch pots filled with water, which is a big no-no. We all know not to leave plants sitting in their catch pots with water, and all of these have been recently watered and they don't empty them out. And so, yeah, some nice plants in these pots, but severely overwatered. They definitely are going to end up being root rotted. Unfortunately, you don't see the signs yet, but when you get it home, it will be root rotted. So please be cautious when you purchase these plants in the big box stores that they're not sitting in a puddle of water, because you will have a rotted plant. They look super beautiful, which is a shame. All of these ring of fires and also the tortums, the philodendrons, the adansonii, all of them are looking really beautiful, but unfortunately they might be root rotted by the time you get them. They also had these Thai constellations from Pasta Farms. Beautiful variegation on these. These look very happy and healthy. And here I was just trying to find the price for them. I believe those are going for $29.98 if I'm not mistaken. They also had the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Some of these anthuriums here for $14.98. And they had so many of those available. And over to my right here, I noticed they did stock up the cacti and succulents, and I think the prices are going up. This one's for $19.98, and this cuddly cacti is going for $14.98. And then I noticed these smaller plants here in these tiny, I don't know if these are like 1.5 inch, 2-inch pots, but they're going for $3.98. Yeah, they're 2-inch pots. And I thought that was a pretty cute find. They have quite a few different varieties of Sansevierias in them as well for the same price. Then they had the really large succulent arrangements on the bottom here, or Echeveria arrangements. I was just putting my hand out there so you could see the size of them. They are really big. And we've seen these cacti and succulents before. Some ponytail palms, yucca plants, and here they stocked these cacti up, and they are going for $6.98. Some more arrangements here. One moonshine sansevieria left in this location. And then in the Wick and Grow section, I just had to show you this begonia, how metallic and silvery it is. Just looks like it's been dipped in silver, and it is just so beautiful to me. I also wanted to show you this Episcia. Even though she doesn't look too happy, she is a easier to care for plant versus a African violet. These are going for $5.98. So if you're not too good at African violets, maybe you can give the Episcia a try. And they had some more of the normal Wick and Grow small starter plants there. Over here, they had some beautiful orchids available. They had so many beautiful colors, and they were on sale for $12.88, which to me is a great price, especially if you can keep them alive. Here we're going to look at some of the fiddle leaf figs that are going for $29.98. And then they had this Aglaonema for $9.98. which I think is a steal for that size aglaonema. And here we're going to look at all of the Referral plants, and these are going for $15.98. I definitely would hold out and wait until they do their big sale that they do on these pots. This is a beautiful aglaonema. I believe this is the aglaonema Maria. She's looking really beautiful and healthy. This one is definitely worth the $15.98. I was checking out the label there to see if it said the variety names on there, but it really doesn't. This one, I believe, is the golden pothos. They have some more aglaonema varieties around here. I believe this is the Siam, and some of these calatheas as well. Those were not in actual pots, so I'm not sure the price on that one, but they also had some pink princesses that had pretty low variegation, and down below on that table they had some more of the Wick and Grow plants from Costa Farms. And here I was looking to see if this was labeled a golden or lemon meringue, or what is the other variety? I forget the other variety, but it's just labeled as Epipremnum golden. So I'm not really sure which variety that one is. This is a Sansevieria here. This one is a ZZ, your green version, some more fiddle leaf figs. And then here I just wanted to show you all the varieties of the large floor plants that they have. They had some bird of paradise as well, and some of these alocasias, regal shield. And then over on this side, they had some new plants here. This was the cuddly cacti, but these were a lot larger. I couldn't find the price anywhere around the pot. It might be on the bottom, but it was just too large for me to pick up with one hand, so I couldn't get the price for you guys, but these are available in store. They also had this beautiful plant here from Vigoro for $26.98, this calathea, and I was just loving the velvety feel of her leaves, but I don't do well with calatheas, so I try to stay away from them, but that's a great deal if you're interested in that plant. They also had these beautiful Dieffenbachias for $19.98. And if you know the names of any of these plants, leave them down below in the comments and share with us so that others may know the names of some of these plants that I don't know the names for. It would be very helpful when they are looking for certain plants. And then here they just had a mishmash of plants. Over on this card, they had some more of the terrariums and the H2O bowls, lots of calatheas in those, and then some of the smaller ones up top. And that is pretty much everything that they had, you guys. Here's a look at some of the cacti and succulents on this end that they typically have here. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that bell to get notified every time I upload a video, and I'll check you guys out on my next one. Bye!